CO3, which is ordering rational numbers and identifying opposites and absolute value. So absolute value is something that you may or may not have come in contact with before. We're going to start like we do normally with kind of defining some of these terms that will come up in CO3. What is absolute value? Anybody have a working definition? Maybe you've heard of it before. You have a guess. Do you have your binder?
No.
Where is it?
I don't.
You lost it?
Sorry.
That is very
I
unfortunate.
just don't know.
That's the definition of losing.
That's a losing.
Not knowing where it went.
I lost it.
Do you want to go check your locker?
Yeah.
Please. Yeah.
The length between the number and 0.
Okay. The length between a number and 0. I'm going to tweak one word that you said. I'm going to change length to distance. Okay. Absolute value is the distance of a number, or the distance a number is. That's a little bit better grammar. The distance a number is from 0. Okay, the distance a number is from 0. And Liv used the word length, which is great because it does kind of tie into what's kind of special about absolute value. What is true about a distance? What is true about a distance? What will you never ever see on a ruler? Or if you measure the side length of a triangle, you will never get this type of answer. Negative! Why are my buttons working?
Why did you check for
Well, that's unfortunate. It's supposed to say brilliant, okay? The thing about a distance is that a distance can never be negative, right? When you measure something, it's always going to be a positive value. And so by using this word distance, hopefully it kind of reminds us of that. How far a number is from 0, that's always going to be represented as a positive value. Yes?
Is your volume on?
It is. I can see it down here in the corner. Yes, volume on. Whether it's on my smartboard or not, that might be a different story. But yeah, volume should be on. I don't know. So anyway, and then opposite numbers are two numbers that are. Oh, of course, my smartboard volume's on. We just did the bell ringer music stuff. Interesting. They are the same distance from 0. Okay. Two numbers that are the same distance from 0. Give me an example of two numbers that would be the same distance from 0. James.
-5 and 5.
-5 and 5, right? How far away is 5 from 0? Anybody?
5.
5 away. How far away is -5 from 0? 5. Right? That's not negative. So distance can't be negative, Matthew. Right? So how far is -5 from 0? It is 5 away. And the absolute value bars, maybe once you put those on there, I've seen that before, right? Those giant bars around a number is asking you how far away from 0 is this. So the absolute value of 5 is +5. The absolute value of -5, because it's asking how far away is it from 0, is also +5. Right? Does that ring a bell a bit? Have we done that right before? No? Okay. All right. So, it's new then. Good. What this objective is about down here in the practice section, and those who need to sharpen pencils, I'll give you the chance to go sharpen. In the future, sharpen during the bell ringer. Make sure you've got all your things prepared, just because the noise of the sharpener, it's kind of takes over the room. So that's the time we've got to make sure you got your materials ready to go, everything like that. It says for each value A through F labeled on the number line, write the value of the number, its opposite, and its absolute value. So, letter A, what's the value of letter A? A. -5. Therefore, what's the opposite of negative 5?
5.
Positive 5. What's the absolute value of negative 5? How far is negative 5 from 0? 5. There you go. Okay. Letter B. What's the value of letter B? And this one's kind of labeled for us, so we'll put the value of A right above it, I guess. Letter B. What's the value of letter B? Think about what two numbers it's between, about how far away between those two numbers is it. What do you think? Aiden?
-2.5.
Good job. Negative 2.5 or negative 2.5, either way is fine. Okay? But sometimes folks will put negative 3.5 because they see the negative 3, right? And they see it's halfway between. But again, notice what two integers it's actually between. Negative 2 and negative 3. That's where you get the 2.5 from. Right? And then what is the opposite of negative 2.5? What number on the other side of 0 has the same distance from 0? Liv.
2.5.
Positive 2.5. And then what is the absolute value of negative 2.5? How far from 0 is it? Schlafer. 2.5. All right. So that's A through F. Then it says for each letter G through K, plot its value on the number line, then write its opposite and absolute value. So letter G, 1 2/3 here. We're down here now. 1 2/3. What two integers will it be between? What two integers will 1 2/3 be between? Is it between 0 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4?
1 and 2.
Between 1 and 2, right? Because we have one hole. That's the 1 there, but not quite 2 holes. Is it closer to 1 or closer to 2?
2.
Closer to 2, right? Because 2/3 is closer to the next hole, closer to 2 than it would be 1. So it's going to be right about here, right? Doesn't have to be perfect, but about there. We'll label it letter G. It's like a 6. G. There, it still looks like a 6. Anyway, what's the opposite of 1 2/3? Negative 1 2/3, right? Same distance away from 0, just on the other side of 0. And then what's the absolute value of 1 2/3? How far away from 0 is it? Get someone we haven't heard from yet today, a new voice. Yeah. 1 2/3. Okay? So that's the gist of it here. Questions on this? All right. A through F, they're already plotted for you. You just have to find it. G through K, you've got to do the plotting as well.
Okay, what is that bottom number?
1 2/3. Sorry. 1 2/3. That's better. That's the downside of doing math in like marker. If I make a mistake, I can't erase it. I just got to cross it out. Then the word questions down on the bottom. Why are 20 and negative 20 opposites? Kind of going back to that definition of what makes numbers opposites. I'm thinking of a number with an absolute value of 16. What could my number be? Going back to the definition of the absolute value. And then you try and hold your breath for exactly 10 seconds, but miss the mark by 2 seconds. How long did you hold your breath? Don't try that at home. Alrighty? Good way to start the week. A couple definitions, got some number plotting there. Okay, this is going to be due tomorrow. Actually, strike that. This is due Wednesday. You have your map test tomorrow, and I will say what I'm going to say next off air because I don't know how to edit these YouTube recordings. But have a nice good night's sleep. Eat a good breakfast. Have your computer charged. That's the big thing. Computer charged. But you'll take the math test tomorrow morning. We have a mass schedule tomorrow, and during the mass time, so from like 7:45 until about 8:45, you'll be doing the math test, and then you'll finish the math test during math class. So we will not have a lesson tomorrow. This will be due on Wednesday. No bell ringer tomorrow. No homework check. Nothing. It's math testing day in math class. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, compliments, congratulations, or criticisms? All right, remember the outro?
Yeah.
That's how you math.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.